Come September 2023, I know that most of you are coming to Lithuania for your studies, and there are many of you coming to work. But what are the things that you must do once you arrive here? So that's what we'll be addressing in this video. So if you're interested in that, please sit down and let's get right into the video. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Kindness. I am a Nigerian who lives and works in Lithuania. I've been living here for 8.5 years, and on this channel I share with you information about Lithuania, my experience as a foreigner living here, and sometimes I travel and I share with you vlogs as well and what I get up to within Europe. Today's topic is very important because, like I already mentioned, some of you are coming to Lithuania by September for your studies and some of you are arriving for work. So what are the things that you must do? My number one is to get a phone number. I know that this sounds basic, but you know, sometimes we don't even understand or realize that we need to get a phone number. If you get a phone number, once you arrive in Lithuania, once you come to the airport, you would see a Navasane store. That's a kiosk. It's very well known in Lithuania. You will find it almost at every bus station, but when you arrive at the airport, you will find one inside the airport. So approach this kiosk and ask for a phone number. So there are different service providers that we have in Lithuania. For example, we have Pudik and we have Labas. These are the main most popular ones. I personally use Pudik because I find it very easy to use, and their app as well is really good. So that's what I use. You can approach that kiosk and ask them for a phone number and they will be able to issue a phone number. The price for this will cost anywhere from 5 euros to 10 euros, and that's because you might also need to get internet. In Lithuania, actually, the good thing is that you will find internet everywhere. You find internet at the airport, you find internet at the school, you find internet sometimes just like very areas close to the universities or in the mall. So you can get internet very easily. But to make it very smooth, because you want to have a smooth transition upon your arrival, then definitely get a phone number at the airport or at the nearest kiosk when you arrive in Lithuania. My number two would be bus and transportation apps. Guys, if you arrive in Lithuania, we have certain buses that go to different places, and also we have taxis and things like that. If you arrive in Lithuania, let's talk about the taxis. So we have the main popular taxis are Bolt and Uber. So you download these apps on Google Play Store or on Apple Play Store, and you'll be able to get those apps working before you even arrive in Lithuania. Because if you want to get a taxi, for example, you got at the airport and you need to take a taxi to where you're going, to your hotel, to your apartment, then you need this app. And it's very important because if you get to the airport and you just pick a taxi, you call, hey, can you drop me? It is gonna be likely way more expensive. Sometimes it could be double. But if you have the app already, they've structured it in such a way that the taxi cannot charge you more than what is required if they are taking you, like you can see basically on the app where the direction, where the driver is taking you to. So the apps are already structured in such a way that if you get in, you pay according to your location, according to where you are going to. So get the app. Bolt and Uber are the most popular ones. E-taxi as well has an app, but if you know other ones and you're watching, please kindly comment below as well. But these are the most popular ones when you arrive in Lithuania. Now let's talk about the buses. The buses are very important, and I want you to listen, because when I came to Lithuania, I got into the wrong buses all the time. So in Lithuania, we have regular buses and trolley buses. So these are the electrical buses that we have in Lithuania. The electrical buses, sometimes they have the same bus number as the normal buses. So here is an example that bus 10 trolley bus is going to a completely different direction than bus 10 regular bus. And it is very important that you know which one is going to your location. Like, don't just enter any bus, okay? And this is why you need to have internet, because if you have internet, you can put on Google Maps, I am going to this area, I'm going to, for example, Acropolis. It will show you the bus that you need to get. And if you also have these bus apps, it will also show you which bus to take, so that you don't miss the bus that you need to take, or take a bus going to the wrong direction. So be mindful of these two buses, the trolley bus and the regular buses that you will see in the city. So here are the apps that you can download if you want to get a bus, obviously Google Maps is very, very important for you to navigate the city and know where to go to. But in terms of buses, please, these are the bus apps that we have in Lithuania. One is Trafi. Trafi is very, very popular. It is very, very important. I use Trafi as well. It is very, very easy to use. And for example, if you arrive on the day and that day is some kind of holiday as well, and you don't have to pay, Trafi would not allow you to activate a ticket. So on Trafi, you can buy your ticket. You can buy a 1 month ticket, which costs 30 euros if you're coming to work, and if you don't have your student ID card, it will be 30 euros. And for one trip, for 30 minutes trip, it costs you 65 cents. So make sure that you get one if you need to go to anywhere. If you're going on a 1 hour trip, it costs you 90 cents for you to buy. Guys, just know that if you don't buy on the app, if you want to buy from the bus driver when you get into the bus, it will cost you more. For any trip that you buy, if you don't have a student card, which you might not have, which you will likely not have if you're coming to study on your first days, on your first few days, you will not have your bus card. So I would recommend that you get the app, because if you buy in the bus itself, the driver, per ticket is gonna cost you €1. Okay, it's gonna cost you €1. And remember to always activate your ticket if you buy it, because if the controllers, the people that check for your ticket, if they find you and you've not activated your ticket, they will consider it that you don't have a ticket. So please, when you buy your ticket in the bus, make sure you activate it. And if you buy on the app, on Trafi app or on mTicket, so mTicket is also a bus app in Lithuania, then please make sure to activate that ticket once you get into the bus. Okay, do not let these people, controllers, catch you, okay, because it's not just worth it. It's not worth it for you to be caught, because it's gonna cost you 88 euros for your first catch, and the second one is going to be double the amount. So if they catch you the next time, it's going to be 16 euros. If they catch you the next time, it's going to be, double that amount. So please make sure that you get your ticket. Don't enter the buses without your ticket. Do not enter the buses without your ticket, because I just think it's not worth it. And I have been caught when I came here originally, and you can never catch me. Like, it's just not worth it, guys. So please get your bus ticket once you arrive. And of course, if you're getting taxi, then we already spoke about taxis, and you'll be able to get on the taxis and go to your location safely. All right, so my number 3 is to settle in your apartment or dormitory. So if you're coming to study, you probably already have an accommodation that is offered by your university. So settle in there, understand what is the area where you are, understand the location, understand the what is required, which rooms you can go into, which kitchen belongs to your floor and to your room, which bathrooms belong to your floor and to your room, because most of this dormitory they use shared common areas, like the shared kitchens and the shared bathrooms. So know which ones belong to your room, so that you don't go to somewhere else and just offend someone for no reason. Of course, if you're coming here and you already have an apartment, probably you already search for apartment. Guys, I have a video about which websites to look for apartment. Please check it out. But here are the main websites you can look for apartment in Lithuania. It's likely possible for you to get an apartment before you arrive, but it might not be possible for you to get an apartment before you arrive. So with this time, you would need to find an apartment. These are the websites where you can find an apartment. Also in Lithuania now, they have co-living spaces that they offer to people. I'm also going to include some of them here, so you can check them out if you're looking for where to live in the meantime, until you get your own house or get your own apartment. But yeah, if you're a student, I always recommend to stay in the dormitory, because getting an apartment, especially as a new person, might be very, very challenging. If you don't have enough funds, it's gonna be even more challenging for you, because the more money you have at your disposal, then it's quicker for you to get an apartment, because the landlords might not care so much that you're a foreigner or whatever. As long as you have money, they can accommodate you. There are some landlords that say, I don't want to rent to a foreigner. It's a real thing, okay? It's a real thing, and most of those apartments are usually cheaper. For apartments that are more expensive, probably they have international owners, or like landlords that are more advanced, or things like that, so they don't mind to rent to a foreigner. But most of those houses are new and they are more expensive, so just be aware of that. You might decide to live in co-living spaces or live in the dormitory for maybe 1 month while you look for apartments. Apartments in Lithuania can take up to 2 months for you to get somewhere that you would really, really love to stay. So be mindful of that and start searching right now to see what area you like to live in. in what is the prices that they will be like, what are the prices that you might have to pay, what are the rents, what are the bills in that area, so that you can get yourself prepared before you come to Lithuania. So this is the number 3, settling into your apartment or your dormitory. My number 4th one is to get a grocery card. Guys, I know that when you come to Lithuania, you probably are going to go shopping for food on the first or the second day. That is no hands down negotiable. Most of the time, you might have to go to buy milk, to buy water, to buy something. When you get to the store very close to your house, very close to your dormitory, very close to your hotel, wherever you're going to go to, wherever you'll be staying at least for the next 1 to 5 months, whatever store is very close there, get their card, get their discount card. This is so important, guys. Sometimes I have gone to the store and I shopped for food and it's like 42 euros. By the time I swap my card, it can come down to 30 euros. So don't sleep on your discount cards for the shop. Just buy the first one, only the one that is very close to your apartment, before you can grow. As the more longer you stay, you find more shops around you, and then you can buy more. But get the card that is very, very close to your apartment, to the store that is very, very close to your apartment. This is very crucial because you don't want to come already and be spending money, unnecessary money, for no reason. Like, I don't know why some people don't have cards. Do you guys know why some people don't have Iki cards or Maxima cards? Is it that they don't like discounts? I don't know, but whatever it is, that will not be you. So make sure you get your discount cards, okay? Get your card. The cards usually cost anywhere from €1 to €2, depending on the store. They are not usually expensive, but they save you a lot of coins, okay? Some of you are coming here, you're already like boxed up, you have a lot of money, and that's also fine. You can check our food apps, that's Bolt, there's Wolt. You can check them out if you want to order food. For example, maybe you arrive very late and you don't know what to do, then use Bolt and Wolt apps to order your first meals for the time that you arrive in Lithuania. They're very easy to use and they will bring it to your home or to the address that you put on there. So it is very, very important, and that's why I said you need to get a phone number in the beginning, because without a phone number, if the delivery person arrives, they are not able to call you to come pick your food. For example, if they missed something, they don't know where to go. So getting your phone number is very, very crucial. And yeah, both app, Wolt app are your friends for you to get food when you arrive. If, for example, you want to shop online, probably I don't know who orders food online on their first day of coming to a country, but if that's you, we also have Babura app. Babura app is an online, you know, I just felt like saying this video is sponsored by Babura, but it's not. Guys, one day, anyway, one day I'm gonna have sponsorships on this channel. Amen. All right, so anyway, guys, this is very important. If you want, for example, you don't want to go to the store, you know about that life, and you want to order food, order groceries, then you can use Babura app. Some food chains now are also offering like delivery, like Iki. Maxima is also offering their own delivery now, but I would just say just use Babura. They have everything there. It's easy to use. Their system is more already structured, more clean, more organized. So I recommend Babura for now, but if you have other recommendations, please drop below in the comment section, okay? Now, my number 5 thing that you must do when you come to Lithuania is to open a bank account. This is very, very crucial. Let me tell you something about bank accounts here. In Lithuania, for you to get a bank account, you need your passport ID number or your passport photograph, like your international passport. You need your TRP card. You need your TRP card. And now the thing is that if you're arriving in Lithuania, most people, I think I already made like a recent video about updates that in Lithuania. If you're arriving in Lithuania as a student or as a full-time worker, you probably already have your TRP because that's what you applied and that's how you got to Lithuania, right? So for you to apply for a bank statement, for a bank account, you will need your international passport, you will need your temporary residence permit card, and you will need a document showing that you are here for example, for work or studies. So in your case, if you're working, it will be your work contract. It will be your work contract, and if you're studying, the university already, they have something that is called a student letter, and they can issue you that letter for you to open a bank account. All right, so some of the banks are charging now for you to get to register with them and have a bank account. The prices can range from 550 euros to 400 euros. It's quite expensive now for some places, but for 400 euros or higher, people, for example, that don't have TRP card, maybe they have only visa, they are here for some business reasons and they need to get an account, then they might need to pay a higher amount to open a bank account in Lithuania. Some of the banks we have are SEB Bank, Swedbank, Lumino Bank, Citadel, Lietuvos bankas, and that's about it. And you can see other ones on the screen, so you can use any of the one. Most of the more international banks here will be the Swedbank and the SEB bankas. Okay, so you can register with this one, but definitely check out the other list and see where you can register. Another thing is, for example, if you don't have a visa, or if you don't have a TRP, but you really want to get an app, and maybe the banks are making it just ridiculously tiring for you to open a bank account, then I will recommend you to open with Revolut or Paysera. Revolut is an international bank app which is very, very easy. Now they don't have a physical location, but most people actually use it. There are people that don't even have Lithuanian bank accounts and they have Revolut, so you can check out Revolut or Paysera as well. So these ones you can make transfers, you can transfer to people anywhere in Europe. It's quite easy. I have Revolut app, and I have Revolut bank as well, and it's very easy to use. So if you don't want to go through the hassle yet of getting a bank account in Lithuania, then you can get Revolut account number to be able to register, and then you'll be able to provide it, for example, to your employer for them to pay. They can also pay through Revolut bank account. So yeah, just know that you have that option. You can open to a bank account. But also one thing that you must know, if you don't have a bank account in Lithuania, there are certain websites that you might not be able to access if you don't have a bank account in Lithuania. Like for example, your VMI account. This is your VMI account is basically where you get the tax refund, but I guess you would have time to do that later on, because you will not literally be applying for bank, you will not be getting tax refund once you arrive in Lithuania, right? So you might just start with Revolut first and then open. There also a website that you need to access with Lithuanian bank accounts, like your medical reports for Lithuania. You might need to get a bank account to do that, and some other websites as well. So just be mindful of that for the future, that you might eventually still need to get a Lithuanian bank account. But yes, you can start with Revolut and Paysera for the start. Okay, my number 6 thing is, do not buy anything. Do not go shopping, guys. This is very, very important, because in fact I would say do not buy anything and do not give anybody money. Okay, my own thing, my personal experience is, when I first came outside of Nigeria, guys, I didn't move to Lithuania first. I wasn't living in Lithuania when I left Nigeria. I moved to another country, and I remember my parents had given me $800 to go to this country, and I arrived, and somebody was like the person that actually helped me migrate to Lithuania, to the country that I was in at the time, and he was like, oh, he needed this thing, he needed this help, that I should give him $400 at the time. So I had given him $400 without calculating for myself, how much do I need? What is the price of my dormitory? What is the price of the food? Nothing. Without any proper calculation, I actually borrowed this person this money, and they never gave me back that money. They never gave me back that money. Guys, this is very important. Do not buy anything, do not go shopping, do not give anybody money yet until you have a proper plan. And why I say this is because when you come to a new country, you're like, I need to look like them, I need to shop, I need to adorn myself. These things are very extremely important. Do you see how I'm looking? They're very, very important for you to do, but not the first week of coming to Lithuania. Obviously, if you have money, then this is not for you. Just move on. We're talking about people that are on a budget here, or people that need to, you kind of need to, read the room and know where you are and what is actually important for you to buy. So don't go shopping yet. Make plan. How much do I need to spend for food in the next couple of months until I have my next salary, or until my parents send me money, or my sponsor sends me money? How much do I need to pay for rent? How much do I need to pay for transportation? How much do I need to pay for food? Because food is quite expensive now, so you make sure you do your calculations properly before you go buying anything. But let's say that you arrived in Lithuania during winter and it is extremely cold, and you don't have a proper jacket. The jacket that you came with is not that sufficient for you to go around the city without freezing. Okay, then in this case, I will recommend you to go to second-hand stores. If you don't have a lot of money to splurge on that, go to second-hand stores like Humana, and they will be able to buy there. You will be able to buy more affordable clothing. Sometimes they are quite expensive, but not as expensive as if you were going to the stores to buy them on the internet or at the mall. So you can go to Humana. You'll be most likely find something that is very, very warm for you, and still not as expensive, so that you can manage yourself. But other than that, do not go shopping. Don't buy anything without planning first. Get your plans together, sit down, relax, count your costs, know how much things will cost When you've settled in a couple of months, then you buy things. Obviously, when you're coming, that means that when you're coming, know the season you're coming and bring clothes that would match that season. Okay, bring things that will match that season, bring food that will match that season. Let me know, guys, do you want to know what kind of food you should bring when you're coming? Obviously, it's very diverse and it can be international, but I would say bring food that you're already used to, foods that you cannot do without. Bring them when you're coming to Lithuania, okay, so that you don't have to spend immediately on certain things. But yeah, if it's very, very necessary, extremely necessary for you to buy clothes, winter clothes for example, when you arrive, then go to second-hand stores like Humana. Okay, my seventh and final thing would be to find your community. Guys, in Lithuania, there are websites, there are groups that I've mentioned a couple of them in my other videos. For example, we have Foreigners in Vilnius. There you can ask all the questions, you know, you can ask any question that you would like to know, and people are always there to help, to support, to give you answers. We also have international communities like Girl Gone International is also a community of women from different parts of the world who are now in Lithuania. And also we have people, for example, that are visiting Lithuania and they basically just want to see you know, be part of that community, know what to do if they can hang out with someone. You can also join those groups. Of course, we also have Africans in Lithuania. You can also join those groups. We also have IWA, International Women's Association. You can join all these groups, but find your own community so that you don't feel alone. We also have international moms, we have international dads, we have all those communities here. Find those communities on Facebook. Most of them are on Facebook. Find them, join them, connect with them, see what is going on, see what are the key things that you need to pay attention to. Obviously, this video is kind of tailored to people that are coming to study or work without their families. But if you have a family that is coming to, if you're coming to Lithuania with your family, then please drop your questions below and I'll be able to answer them specifically. Since our audience is more students and work, so this is why we've tailored it to that group. But if you have any questions, please comment below. I know that some of you watching are already in Lithuania, you're living in Lithuania. What key things would you advise people to do once they arrive in Lithuania? What are the key things you advise people to do once they arrive in Lithuania? I would like to know. I would like to read below as well. So please comment on this video. Please like this video. Please share this video to your friends. And I would love to see what you're thinking. And I will see you in my next video. Until next time, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.